The Architectural Review Board of the Town of Southampton now come to order. Welcome to the January 16th, 2024 meeting, and again, a new year. Ms. Doyle, the ARB attorney, would you please read the legal regulations for our meeting?
Yes. Good morning. In accordance with the Town Board's adoption of Local Law Number 14 of 2022, the Board's meetings are being held both in person here at Town Hall and via video conference through Zoom webinar. The link to participate in this meeting via Zoom can be found on the Town's website at the Town Clerk's Agendas and Meetings portal. You can also watch the live stream video and submit written comments through the Town website. For anyone attending via Zoom, if you wish to speak during the meeting, please click the raise hand icon so our moderator can grant you access to participate in the meeting. If you're here in person, when your application is called, you can come up to the table. As a reminder, just please state your name and hamlet of residence for the record. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Doyle. Mr. Rump, the Vice Chair, would you please lead us in the pledge?
Sure, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Rump.
Very welcome, Mr. Chairman.
And Mr. Jankowski, the Board Secretary, is absent today. So, Mr. Burke, would you perform the roll call?
Will do. Mr. Taglivia?
Here.
Ms. Keys?
Here.
Mr. Jankowski is absent. Mr. Rumpf?
Here.
And Chairman Cherrier?
I'm here.
Is here, and I'm here. We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Do the board members that were present at the January 2nd, 2024 meeting, did they review the minutes, and were there any errors or omissions?
I saw none, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. And no one else?
No.
Do I hear a motion to approve it?
I'll motion that.
Okay.
Second.
Do I hear, a motion has been made and seconded to approve the minutes of January 2nd, 2024. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Thank you. Any old business to come before the board before we start with the agenda?
None.
If none, then we'll start with the agenda. The first item on the agenda is a site plan review, Southampton Dog. Are the applicants available? Here, would you come up, please, and state your name?
Hi, my name is Matthew Grabowski.
Well, wait till you,
Can you just come in and have a seat?
yeah.
Matthew Grabowski.
And Veronica Grzymalska.
Okay. Okay, and you can go ahead and you can see up there that the drawings will probably be up there. And would you go through
Absolutely.
explaining this project? And Mr. Rump is the lead for this application.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
So we are opening a dog training, education, and boarding facility in this building. And at this point, we need to have some signs put on the wall. And we have these drawings right here. And we would like to have on that diagonal wall, this is, there we go, the big sign. We would just like to have a very simple white sign with 3 goose lamps hanging on top of them saying Southampton Dog. And then another one would be on the main entrance to the left. And then, if possible, but I don't know if that will be possible, there's one more drawing, one more elevation right there on the right side on this small entrance as well. And the sign will be about 1 inch thick, made from white color plastic.
Okay,
And that's
yes. Just one question to clarify. This is also a review of the building to be placed, and I think we should do that first before the sign.
What do you mean by review the building? I thought this is going to be done on February
February
8th.
No, he's confusing planning board with you guys.
you guys do have to approve the color and stuff of the building, yes,
We-
and the sign. Two
Oh,
separate
Yeah, we,
things.
we approve of the, or disapprove of the design, color,
I see.
location, and we also do the signage,
Okay,
but they're two different.
I
They're
see, I understand.
Twice on here,
Alright.
so would you
Of course.
mind going through the building first? Because from what I remembered, and Mr. Rump, correct me if I'm wrong, there were two different color schemes to
That's
the
correct.
building.
So currently, there is the previous photo with the green, one more up, please. Yeah, this is the current state of the building. And we would like to, at one point, turn it into this red barn-style building. We would like to add then these white split rail fence so that it looks like a barn. Currently, we are going to leave it as is, this building, in this, but the moment we will have opportunity, we would like to change to this barn color. There is a building across the street that has the similar color. And we thought that this color would add this warmness and more kind of rural style, and with these wide split rails, it would really look more like Hampton style rather than what we currently have.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you adding windows?
No, nothing.
So the windows that are there, are they, okay,
Everything
will remain.
remains. There's
Okay.
nothing done to the structure of the building at all.
Okay.
Everything is already there.
what is the red? Because it seems to have a bit of orange in it, and I'm very familiar with the barn, it's the,
The color is called, the specific one we would use, this is the classic barn, red
okay.
barn,
Well,
and it's Benjamin Moore Caliente AF290.
It's probably just the rendering,
It's probably the
Yeah.
rendering,
'cause
yeah,
it should have a little bit, to me, more brown in it,
Yeah.
Totally.
right.
so, but as long as
It's very
it's,
bright, you are right. on
you know,
this.
it's probably just the rendering color. It
Right.
looks a little bit more subdued in your,
It depends, you see, each
Yeah.
printout
yeah,
yields different kind of.
yep, no, I agree, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of the site plan, is there any additions to the landscape surrounding, that
Yes.
you're proposing?
Yes, so we would like to, because this will be a dog training facility, we would like to add fences.
Mhm.
And they are indicated, if you could kindly zoom in a little bit, by the orange line around. So
Oh, I see, yeah.
there is one in front right here.
Is that a white fence, the fence you were talking about, or is this more a chain link?
So it's going to be a chain link done from a very fine, there's a company that makes them so that they are almost invisible. And then in front of that, to put this focal point on, we want to put the split rail.
Uh-huh.
So first you have split rail for decoration, and
Right.
immediately after, for safety, there is this wire fence, but from
What
this
color
very
is the
thin.
wire line?
It's like a mix of, it's pretty much black, so that it really blends
Mhm.
with, it doesn't reflect the light, it eats it. And there's one company that does it so thinly that when you stand, actually in this rendering here, if you could take a look, it's there. But you can hardly even see just right behind the split rail, there is, yeah. So that will be in front, and there is a second area in the back of the building where we would have a secondary, just a little bit down, yes, right here, outdoor play yard space. This would be two play yards, split into two sections depending on dogs' energy and
Mhm.
there are
What's the
slower
square
dogs
footage of
and.
these two spots?
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
you'll have
I
your,
would know.
yeah, because Mr. Rump has the
I'm
floor
sorry.
right now. So,
And this is all concrete currently. So on top of that, we want to put this synthetic
Mhm.
turf, and that's it. So from outside, that's it.
And it looks like you're fencing the entire property as well.
No,
What's that red line that's on the property line?
it's just a property line.
Okay,
That's
all
it,
right.
but we're not fencing the
Okay.
property.
I have no further questions, Mr.
Okay,
Chairman.
thank you.
What else, hi, sorry.
His
What
comments?
What else are you adding in landscaping?
So currently, we don't have anything planned except reviving the grass for the summer. It has to be very nice and opulent. And in the long term, maybe we would like to add in front of these parking lots some low boxwoods so that it sort of
Mm-hmm.
makes it a little bit more cozy and that the cars are not visible from the outside. But that would be in the long term. There is currently there are huge bushes right now, and if you could scroll a little bit to the top, they are indicated 1, 2, 3, 4 in that diagonal. Yes, exactly. And they cover. So when you are driving on the street, you only can see the top of that here because the bushes are hiding this entire area here. So that's what we already have. There are 2 trees over there, but mostly we will take care of the grass, and as I said, in the long run, these boxwoods in front of the parking spaces, so it's nicer.
Thank you.
That's it.
That's it,
That-
thank
that-
you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Burke, comments?
The roof was staying the same, right?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Color-wise, yep,
No.
yep. No, I would just stipulate that those existing bushes would have to remain, existing landscaping.
Right,
to
that,
remain, yeah. And in the event that it's not to be replaced in those areas along the street, but no other comments.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Tagliavia?
The only
comments?
question I have is on the site plan, there's a dotted yellow line. Is that a different type of fence? What is that shown on the curve
So
there?
the yellow line shows what in the long run we would like to have, but I think we have to apply for variance.
Mhm.
The yellow line indicates the size of the play yard we would really like to have, but unfortunately it violates the 50 feet
Mhm.
line. And so if that will work in the long run, that's what we would,
Okay, so
prefer
we're
to
only
have.
perimeter in the
Yes.
perimeter in the orange, not the yellow.
in the orange, now,
Right.
yeah, yes. That's it.
Okay, aye. Oh,
I have one other, can we, Kelly, can you pull up the existing photo of the site? Because there's no real identification of those trees that are existing. I would ask maybe that they're identified with what the trees are and that you're remaining, just so it's clear.
On this specific picture, they are not indicated, that's true.
I was wondering if we can just get an aerial photograph.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
Can we?
GIS.
There we go.
yeah.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
So these ones right here.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
ones there,
Right.
and you're keeping those
We are keeping those,
shade
yes.
trees, and
Yes.
so it's, from the scale, it's gonna be, basically feel the same.
Yeah.
What about just to the bottom of the building there? to
We
the-
keep them to, so we are really, we are very lucky because the play yards that are going to be there, it really, in the summer, if you go there, it really looks like you're surrounded by woods, and it looks very natural.
Yeah.
And
So you're gonna be
we
able to keep those trees?
everything.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
And it provides the shade for the dogs. It's great. It's very cozy.
I would just ask that you would identify them on the site plan, if
Of
you can
course.
have your professional design, whatever they are, they're maples or,
Okay.
whatever they are.
Absolutely.
I think that would be important for us, just to quantify them
Absolutely.
and identify them, so
Yes.
that, if somebody goes out and they can see them.
Yes, of course.
That's my only other
Okay,
comment.
all right.
yeah.
And my comments are this. First of all, you've got, you showed 2 different pictures of the split rail fence.
Yes, these were proposed in the very early stage.
Yes,
We were considering both looks, which we really liked. One is very natural and rustic, the other one is more polished. And then the final decision is to go with the polished one because
Right.
of the contrast that is going to be created between the fence in the back, and that it will be greater.
This was gonna be what I would
Yeah.
have suggested too,
So,
because it'll probably be more harmonious, and the rest of it, I'm gonna go with the lead for the area. One thing, Mr. Rump, I need to ask you about, would you like to see that drawing of the indication before we send a transmittal letter to planning?
I would just include our comments to planning,
Okay,
you know, and have them, you know, I can also speak with, do we know who who's reviewing this application?
Claire.
Is it Claire? I can have a chat with Claire about it, so,
fantastic.
so we
Okay.
don't hold anything up and they can move forward with.
Right.
thank you.
fine.
And we can submit it as soon as
Well,
3-4 days.
as long as it's submitted to the planning board, I think we'll be fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
we will ask him immediately.
Okay,
to-
and what will happen is a transmittal letter will be sent to the planning board regarding our comments.
Okay.
So that's for the building. Now we've got the
The
sign.
sign, yes. So,
Okay. And Mr. Rump is still the lead.
okay.
Yeah, I have no issues with the sign at all. I think it's very elegant and, you know, you have you're on a corner, so those two, you know, the entrance for the staff and then the main entrance is, you know, I think that's, the location of the signs there is fine as well.
So do you think we could have 3 signs here on the big one and the 2 small ones on the
Yes,
sides?
I think so. I don't see an issue with that.
Yeah,
That's what
if
we
it,
would like.
if it conforms to the code.
Right,
Yeah, as long as the building code is, but you are on a corner, so you have the ability to do that.
right. And we also thought like the sign is going to be like a very nice welcoming thing. I mean, there's so many cars going, and this pretty much will be the only big sign that
Right.
says Southampton.
And I like the fact that you're not asking for a monument sign, because I think the building is the sign itself,
Yeah, it is.
okay? So we don't have too much signage,
No, that's it, that's.
you know,
that's
so
all.
thank you for doing that.
We like simple,
Yeah.
we like simple.
All right. Ms. Keys, comments?
Just channeling Ted, we just need the number of the street
Right.
for fire department, et cetera, somewhere on the building. You need to write
Ah, okay.
476 or whatever it is.
And it should be prominent.
Yeah.
So for emergency services, they don't have to
To-
go hunting for
Mhm.
it.
Other than that, I
That's
agree
a
with the
very
lead.
important note, yes.
Thank you.
And it could be, you know, the white maybe at the bottom of each sign,
Yeah.
but,
Just
Mhm.
yeah.
yeah, it's at the scale so that, you know, an emergency vehicle can recognize it, and, because that's what we've been asked to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do we also should we also put some little stick sign in front, or
I would
just
just
on the
do it on
building?
the building.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
all right.
Okay. Ed,
That's it.
you're finished? All right.
Emma,
Mr. Burke, comments?
I thought I saw a welcome sign on the site plan though. Was that since taken off? Wait,
So, yes,
down at
you are
the
correct.
lower left.
Lower left.
Said
Yes.
like
So
outdoor welcome
this
sign?
was we heard that we can only put any sign 20 feet in.
Mhm.
And this is the only place where we could put that small sign in. But it's, we just wanted to indicate that this is where you enter. So it would say Southampton Dock entrance. But it also tends to be a little bit deep in. If we could do it, we would love to do it. If that's a problem, we can.
Well, we would have to see that sign, you know, just like you're presenting to us,
The-
while
yes.
you're doing that, we would need to see that to approve it.
So in this case, I think we can forego that because,
And you can always come back, you know, as you start the
Yeah.
business, and if there's an issue with, you know, people understanding where to go or something, you can always come back to us and
Right.
discuss that.
and in the long run, maybe also we would like to hear if you would have any comments on one other thing. We thought of doing this, I don't know what it's called really, but also similar to split rail, by the very entrance over there, these sort of in the L-shaped, like two kind of L-shaped fences, that would sort of highlight the entrance. So right there where the cursor is.
Yeah.
But we saw this in some properties here in the Hamptons. Some look great, some look really bad, but is this something that you think would be?
Well, it depends on the design, which you're going with the planar design, not the split rail. And how high will that be?
Very low, it's purely decorative,
You
and
should-
so we could,
In my opinion, you should do it now.
I see.
Yeah, Mr. Rump, you agree?
Yeah, I don't have any issues with it.
Yeah,
It can't be any higher than 4 feet.
4 feet,
so-
right. yeah.
right. But it will show entrance,
It will show entrance, yes, and
and, which is important.
because right now when you drive through, it really looks somehow not hidden, but it's
Yeah, well, most of us are used, I mean, we're very familiar with the property, so, and we understand.
and we actually think that most people will come from Southampton. They will use this entrance, not the
Yeah,
other
David
one.
White's Lane, yeah. Yeah.
And then we imagine that if we would have this L kind of welcoming thing, they would see in the back this little wooded area with outside. I think it would look very welcoming.
Yep.
Of course, the cars would turn left there to park, but that's how we would see it.
Okay. Mr. Burke, any further comments?
No, that was all.
Okay. Mr. Tagliavia, comments?
No further comments.
And I'm going with the lead for the area, Mr. Rump, so you've heard some of my comments, and
Yes,
that was it
and we will
on
immediately.
the signage. Now, we do, since this is a sign, we have to vote on it.
Mhm.
So do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve with the addition of, to scale the actual address number
Mhm,
under all 3 signs.
mhm.
I think, well, yeah, under would be okay.
Yeah.
Would you also consider putting them on one of the entrance columns
Well, I think it should be under the sign.
under the sign?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we can
Since-
keep it neat
Okay.
and concise, if you would, okay?
So we would provide that drawing with a.
And if the board would, if they do provide the revised sign, I could look at it when it's
Right.
submitted, if the board would okay that.
Right, well, why don't you, that's in the motion.
Yeah, that'll be the motion.
That'll be in the motion, so you don't have to come back. You
That's
can,
very kind.
you
Thank
can
you.
just turn it into the building department, and Mr. Rump will look at it privately.
Very kind. Thank you so
And,
much. Thank you.
Okay, do I hear a second on that motion?
Second,
Motion has been made and seconded to accept the sign with the conditions that Mr. Rump laid out. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. So
Great.
the sign's approved
Thank you so much.
with the caveats that Mr.
Absolutely.
Rump-
We will provide the
luck.
drawings. Thank you so very
Good
much.
luck.
Yeah, thank you.
It's good to see a
Yeah.
building that's
Yeah.
been empty for
Yeah,
10
a
years
while.
being
I know,
used.
good luck,
Yeah.
what a great
Yeah.
idea.
luck.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Good
much.
luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Good
Take
luck.
care.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay. The next, we have a wall sign at 6 West Montauk Highway, Hampton Bays. You want to come up, please, and state your names?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly.
Okay, and you're the applicant. You walk us through the application. Mr. Tagliavia is the lead on this application. So-
Okay. The building will be semi-colored. We're just gonna repaint it. The first part. I don't know if you-
Wait, there's an update that just decided to start working right now, so.
What?
It's an update for Adobe for the program, so I can't
Oh.
open this until it's
Oh,
Put 'em up front.
done updating.
Yeah, we have them right here,
We
too.
have them
so-
right here.
okay. And I know it was reviewed on the 3rd, I believe so.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I know.
Well, we're gonna handle one at a time,
Oh,
one
okay.
sign at a time. And let's start with just the,
It's only one sign.
well,
It would
no,
be-
you have that, 2 signs there.
Oh,
That's
that-
considered a sign on the top.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so,
Okay, Yeah, the letters, if we want to start with the letters, would be blue. Okay, and I guess that's all. No, nothing big.
Yeah,
Well, he'll ask you questions, so.
Yes.
I don't have any objection to the letter sign. There was no objections to that on the second, and I don't have any objection to the letter sign.
Okay. All right, Mr. Runt, comments on that?
No, I don't have an issue with that portion of the sign at all.
Okay. Ms. Keys?
The letters, once again, as long as there is the address somewhere in there.
It's right below.
Is it?
I think that is,
I don't see it there. Am I losing my mind?
That's a light fixture.
Where?
that's a light fixture.
right
Sorry,
there.
it looked
Yeah.
like the
Make me
numbers.
feel crazy.
Yeah, but we can actually put
Thank you.
the sign. I mean the
The
yeah, because I don't know if there is any picture how it is right now, because I didn't. It has a big green
Awning now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it,
Mm.
yeah.
and Carigón de Monte Highway.
This
Yeah.
is, where am I here? I gotta go up
It's
here.
around the corner.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. The green over there. Yeah, that's the building.
I think we see it.
Almost there, hold on.
Oh, almost, yeah, you gotta go
It's not letting, oh, there we
further
go.
west.
You go faster than where I walk.
Keeps going past it, hold on.
All right, there we are.
There we go.
Ta-da.
Yes.
That's it.
So you're removing the awning
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
replacing it?
Yes.
In the white, the green and the white one, I would assume, right? Both of them?
The white one as well?
There was no white. There's no white right now.
Oh, this is gone.
This is an older picture then.
Yeah.
You gotta be like many years.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only the green right now, but we taking that down and we're trying to keep all the architecture the same.
Okay.
And the only thing would be, I believe the only rejection was the sign.
Well, no, we're doing one sign
Oh,
at
okay,
a
I'm
time. So,
Yeah, and
okay, what is the material? I don't think you mentioned that.
the material,
Yeah. That you're, on that sign that you're holding in your hand.
is there any way I can, my
The material is wood and acrylic.
wood and acrylic?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the acrylic now?
The paint.
The wood is for the base. The circle that is in the wall is half-inch wood, and the acrylic is to make the design,
The letters?
the letters and the hat and the face of the.
No, no.
No, just the bottom.
All for the letters.
Yeah.
Is acrylic.
Okay. All right, fine. Okay, any further comments?
No, not for me.
No.
You? Mr. Burke, comments?
No.
Okay, and, yeah, I don't. I'm going with the lead for the area. Okay, do I hear a motion to approve the sign above the doors?
I'll
I
make the
guess?
motion to approve with the stipulation that the building number is set below the letters.
Can I ask one question? Can be, you see what it says 110?
Yes.
For the size? Can we put 6 west right
Yes.
there?
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
6 applicants? is
All
good?
right, do I hear a second on that?
Second.
Motion has been made, seconded to approve, as submitted with the stipulation that the number would be added on it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Okay, so that sign is approved.
Thank you.
Okay, now you can go with the other.
The next sign will be the logo. Alright,
Yes, we don't approve logos on the buildings, so,
no logo at all, so it's no, even if we take colors off,
yes, even if you take colors, it's the image.
the image is the one
Yeah.
gonna approve. Yeah, I'm not gonna push for it, it's just,
Well,
Then-
I think what he can do though is add that to the window.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so you can put that in the window,
oh, okay.
all right?
I have a full window on the right,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
but it can't be more than 25%
more than
Of the size of the
of
window.
the size of the window.
Okay. No. Yeah.
So it's gotta be small, you know.
So what we're trying to do is just, again, part of the code is identify a sense of place and not really, you know, not really advertising, but the idea of advertising in that space in the window and using no more than 25% of the window is what the code allows. Okay.
Since this is will be approved, is there any way I can remake the letters for the name? It says Antojitos,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and the name Bites and Drink, can make it small, like maybe in the bottom? No, okay.
Yeah, I would just put it in the window.
In the window?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, you
Okay.
just gotta,
Okay. Okay.
because
That-
that's the new sign code, like Mr. Rump said, is to show this is a business and that's it, not to do advertising, which, that's getting bordering on advertising,
Okay.
so,
I understand.
okay.
So we are good to go then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the window sign, that's, you know, that's
The
up to you to do.
yeah.
We can do that.
On the
and put
walls
it-
inside. I will
Yes,
do
and then,
like a sign.
but on the window, you can do that,
Okay.
all right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And if the sign, if they have difficulty with the, if the sign inspector has difficulty with that on the window, because that, you can always put it inside on a wall. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No. One more time, please.
Okay,
Like this is
you have an inside wall,
yes.
and if the sign inspector has trouble with the window,
Oh.
being on the window, you can put that sign on a wall on the inside,
So you
and
can
that-
reach in from outside.
Again, light
so you can see it and just leave the window open. In other words, not open, but blank,
Yeah.
and
front.
people can see
So
it
you
from
can see it.
outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Right,
all right?
Okay.
Thank
okay.
you.
Good luck,
That's
Thank
it.
you.
you know, good
Right.
luck.
Should I take this? Or?
You can
Do we have
leave
to
that,
motion?
that I guess is ours.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, you
Okay.
too.
Okay, next we have Jab Properties Associates LP, 299 Country Road 39A.
I have to recuse myself, Mr.
Right.
Chairman?
Thank you, Mr. Rump. Mr. Burke, since Mr. Rump recused himself, would you handle this as the
Sure.
lead?
Yep.
Thank you. Hi. And would you place your
Yes.
name and everything? Yep.
Sure. Michael Shannon from InterScience Research Associates on behalf of the applicant.
Right.
Let's see here. So first I'll show you what, so this is an amendment, a modification of the
Right.
addition. So, I think this is- So I'll first show you what was originally approved. So I think that I did send, I guess when that loads, yeah, but I'll show you these.
Slow today.
print-
Wants to do all kinds of updates and
Yeah,
slow
it's
right
also a
now.
fairly large file. It
Yeah.
slows my computer down too.
Yeah.
So this is what was approved. There's this addition. So right now there's, and I'll show you the site plan too.
Just pull the plan back, it's on the top of the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thanks. So, right now there's a drive-in service, like a roofed serviced area, and there's no garage here. The service garage is going to be expanded out. That was already approved, and what was previously going to be proposed was that it was going to have a brick facade.
Yes.
What has happened since we originally since it was originally designed, was that they actually had communications with the original people that had supplied the brick for the original building, but they have since gone out of business. So we can't get the same type of brick. So if we show the brick with a new brick, it will look very out of place, trying to match
Right.
bricks. It's not gonna look very good. So what they have just come up with instead, which they actually did the same thing, the same owner for this also owns the Mercedes dealership, so this was the same material change that they made at Mercedes. Was to use this EIFS material.
What did you say? What is it called?
EIFS, E-I-F-S,
Oh,
which is actually the same material as the existing crown molding type look at the top. Which you can kind of see, it's set back, but actually, at the end of the day, this is the approach from that side on Montauk Highway, and you will not even really be able to see the, the addition from Montauk Highway because of the other buildings that are in the way.
So-
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no, I
Joe.
got you. I'm
You
with
got
you.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And so there's that change, and then the silver MCU, this siding material is being replaced with more of a champagne type color, which matches this. So so what we had approved was to change the entire front facade of the building from this kind of beige color to silver, and we're also gonna paint this existing, that silver, all non-reflective obviously, but instead of doing that, it's going to be this. And I know this looks reflective, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be
And that's
reflective.
the champagne?
And this is the champagne color.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no issues with the changes, as long as, like you said, that is non-reflective.
And there is a door to be changed, you said?
There is not no, none of the doors are changing, it's just the
None of-
facade material.
Okay,
so,
all right,
yes.
fine.
I have no,
Okay.
no,
All right,
no.
thank you, Mr. Burke. Ms. Keys?
is that a tile or paint, this champagne color?
Each of these are individual tiles.
Oh, cool.
So they're large pieces that
Yeah.
get put on. This is just the sample of material.
I have no objection.
Okay. Mr. Taglivia?
No objections.
No objections. Okay, I don't have any objections to it, it's fine. Now, this one is administrative, so we have to vote on it.
Okay.
Okay, do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the modifications as submitted.
Thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second?
You'll second. Okay, motion has been made and seconded to approve the application as submitted. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Fine, it's approved.
Thank you very much.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
And 80 Surfside Drive is held over for next meeting. So, and would you notify Mr. Rump to come back in so we can close the meeting?
Do you have a dog?
Yes.
Are you gonna go?
Okay.
No, I have a yard. Cheap.
Just don't want to mix all my stuff up. So.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
You take your time. Take your time. Okay, is there any further business to come before the board? If none, do I hear a motion to
Motion to
adjourn?
adjourn.
Do I hear a
Second.
second? Motion has been made to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.